So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on...
And the shot! And he makes no mistake! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10. And again, they're pressing effectively.
Gonzalez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Rafinha. Chelnini. The Normal proves too strong. And here's Griezmann. Molina. Now that looks a decent ball. Rafinha. Castolo. Spread it left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Madrid are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's a good ball out wide. Rafinha. Almada.
Madrid really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
The Normal. Foot in. Looking to play him in. Haaland. Musso gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That is good alertness. Longley. That's destined for the flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here! And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, super ball! It's a sharp pass. Simeone showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't... Oh, great chance! And he's found a way, big chance! And he's found the net! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Madrid restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's found a way through. Vinicius Junior. He's having a shot! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the keeper's clearly not happy, Peter. The least his defence could have done was go to the danger, and that was decidedly lacking.
Madrid leading now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rafinha did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Simeone. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Madrid heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. The normal. Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Cialini. Simeone. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's definitely not his best. The normal. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vinicius Junior making good progress. He's shifting through the gears here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Molina. Simeone. And it's Baina. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that could set him on his way. Shapes to shoot! Koke. And that is the end of the first half. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Terrific effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Nicely aimed pass. Koke. And Gonzalez. Now it's Baina. And he's had it nicked away. The normal. Koke. Molina. And it's Molina. There will be a throw-in. Longley. Koke. Longley. And it's Molina. And Molina looking for a runner. Simeone wants to run onto this.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, Griezmann, será reemplazado por el dorsal 9.
Valeni. Played out towards the right wing. Yuga. Rafinha. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Almada. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Baina. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, mother! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Valeni. Yuka. Valeni. Well, there's the clearance. Longley wins the duel this time. Rafinha does really well to win the ball there. Yuka. Chelnini. Haaland. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Haaland. Simeone. Now, can they get him away? Almada providing an outlet on that flank.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
El dorsal 10, el dorsal 23, el dorsal
Pinches
11.
it off him.
Serán sustituidos por
That is a great
el
pick
dorsal
out.
19, el dorsal
It's the
13,
keeper's ball.
El dorsal 22.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That pass isn't the best. Ruggeri. Good running, strong and purposeful.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Great chance!
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? Punched away. Madrid clearly looking to hold on here right to the end. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. Ruggeri. Koke. Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's good play from him.
Looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's intervened well there. Very much into the last knockings. And he's there to belt it away. Ruggeri. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
Habrá un minuto
And he
de
can
descuento.
thump it away. And he's let fly. Oh, and the referee says that that is it. Madrid come away having earned what they always set out to. Israel can seal the deal here and now. A win guarantees promotion, and their loyal following will settle for nothing less. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Israel must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Rummenigge. He has found a way through. And that was very necessary and smartly reclaimed. Toure spots it and intercepts.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who's been predestined for greatness, Peter, and he hasn't disappointed. Immense in terms of shot stopping, we know that, but I think his distribution has also improved, and it needed to, although he likes to keep it quite safe and simple.
It's Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Israel have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Ake gets across to intercept that. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that was nowhere near his best. That has not gone well. Ake tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. That's the keeper's ball. Schneider. Israel leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. It's a pretty loose pass. Ake.
Syria definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they like. Messi! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Yaya Toure. Rafael Varane. Rummenigge.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
De Jong. And Mateus. Toure, who's set up one goal so far. Azar. Not the most accurate pass. Dani Olmo. De Jong gets over and intercepts. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Platini. Rummenigge. Decent chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Schneider plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He's having a hit! Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Do it. And they win it back again. Now then, the ball's come loose. No, that's been intercepted. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Israel are 1-up and looking surprisingly comfortable. It's not an especially good pass, that. De Jong, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Oh, that's fabulous. Platini. Dani Olmo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He'll try from distance. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Tries to pass it through.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Ake can clear it away. Cannavaro.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Shifted it to the flank. Oh, it's onto... It's Ibrahimovic! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Well, the team's still separated by 1 goal, but it should be very different.
We are glad to inform you
Israel coming in at half-time, leading by 1 goal to nil.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Israel can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Israel currently ahead by the smallest of margins. The cross.
Syria clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Vardiol makes the interception. No way through there. Mbappe. And it's Azar. That has ended up in no man's land. Dani Olmo tries from a long way out. Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And here's Dani Olmo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Azar. Azar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Pass somewhat off target. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And that is a little undercooked. Referee's given a throw. He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Platini! But he's left disappointed. Mbappe.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And they've got rid. And he's quick to snatch it back. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And he's gone looking for safety. And he's managed to get rid. And they're back on the ball again. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's well spotted. Pings it across. Real chance! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. And how about that for a volley, executed to perfection.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improv.
He's gone for goal! No, not quite.
Syria are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
He's gone for goal. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And he's decided to go for it. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he could smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Substitution for Israel.
So, third corner of the game.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number
Burmo
11,
with the short one.
Platini. Number 14.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Number 5, Hazard. Number 2.
Oh, that is a nice touch.
Coming on the field.
Guardiola deals with that comfortably.
Pele. Number 13, Del Piero.
They've got to make this nice and
Number
quick.
22,
Foot in.
Embudo.
That pass isn't the
Number
best.
6, Mbappe.
It's an imaginative
Number
pass. That's good
Xavi
vision.
Alonso.
Ibrahimovic. That has been cut short. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely intercepted. Dumfries. Looking for options for movement.
There will be
That was
3
good
minutes added
alertness.
time.
Ake. Produces a cross. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And Dijk has given away a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution.
Always going over the top. Toure picks it up from the goal kick. And that is as far as it goes.
Please make sure
Israel have done it. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the...
And the keeper's given... Shoots! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels. It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Aims beyond the defence. Now the cross. And that is expertly dealt with. Azar. Sylvestre in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a promising position, looking for the false. Towering header against the crossbar. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Rummenigge. It's a pretty loose pass. Sylvestre. And he's being shifted off it. That ball looks a good one. Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's hit the post! Jorginho. Now it's Owen. Tries to play it through. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that.
Israel are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Messi. Barcelona are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
This is Owen.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And here's Azar. Owen. Shot a goal! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And again! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Jorginho is always looking to break lines. Can he get it through? Owen picks it up out wide. And this is Owen. He's on it, can he get away? Now, can they get him away? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Martinez gets it clear. Oh, can he get onto this? De Jong kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played out to the left flank. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Schneider plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He is through here. He's found some space. Great chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona find a position of real... Can he finish? Yaya Toure. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, great! There's the shot!
2 minutos de descuento.
He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Hazard, he's got away, tries to cross. Martinez claims it without any fuss. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Distributed tidily. Cross to the back post.
Well, that kind of touch usually leads to a mouthful from several angles.
Looking for a runner. Platini. Yaya Toure. And here's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Jorginho. Well, played right into his path. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9, Owen.
So a Barcelona free kick. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Here it is, crossed in. Good read, needed to be. Rummenigge. It's played through for him. Adams cuts it out. Silvesh.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Messi is having a shot! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Messi probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
They've played it short. Now it's Messi. Delivers the ball.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Marquez. It's a good run down the right. Schneider going like a man possessed at the moment. That's going across goal. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. Israel perhaps contemplating their next change here. And he plays one through. And it's Schneider. Silvestre wins the duel this time. Scholes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. In towards the back stick. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Jorginho. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Can he finish? And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
It's Ibrahimovic! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Yeah, that looks a decent ball. That is good alertness. Rummenigge! Oh, that's a waste. Scholes. Knocks it into space. Cafu. Cross from Cafu. And it's claimed by the keeper. Schneider. Marquez. Looking for options for movement. And this is Ibrahimovic. Cafu. And it's Messi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Alvarez. Yaya Toure. Rummenigge. It's a really well-measured ball.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 30, Messi, el dorsal 22, Hazard.
Israel really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up.
It's Ibrahimovic! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Israel really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, that has not gone well. Ibrahimovic! And the keeper can swallow it up. Bergkamp. De Bruyne. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Ibrahimovic. And he's decided to go for it. Gave it a go, but off target.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Adams. He's a sharp little ball here. Yaya Toure. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Burmo. And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
I think the opposition defence agree too. Oh, just a keeper now! Ibrahimovic! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
21.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rummenigge. So no flag here. Hoisted in. And the keeper beats it away. Azar! And again! And that's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Israel are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Rafael Varane. Israel have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Dani Olmo. He's on it. Can he get away? Now this could be a chance. A quick look. Thought about cutting inside. Platini. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Looking for options for movement. Rummenigge. Shot at goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The look of disbelief on the faces of his teammates, I don't need to add to it.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's looking wide. Lemina. And it's Olmo. And it's made its way to him. Hazard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Messi. Gerrard. Dani Olmo. Can he get on the end of this? Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. That's been slipped through. He's shifting through the gears here.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And here's Platini. Van Dijk gets it clear. Dani Olmo. Lemina. To Gerrard. Mbappe. And it's Hakimi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Schneider. That's a throw. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe. Hakimi has the space to scheme. Oh, this looks sharp. That looks a good ball through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Israel clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Israel have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Alexander-Arnold. Played out wide. And he's quick to return it. And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Kane. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That's really well manoeuvred. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Mbappe. Schlotterbeck. No way through there. And it's Olmo. This looks promising. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Mbappe gets into a good position. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hakimi aimed beyond the defence. Schneider, Platini. And that brings the first half to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Israel clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Israel looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Kane. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nice defending, it's got the job done. Mbappe. Hakimi. Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. Kane. Schneider. He's found space here. They get a throw in. And he skips past his man. That has not gone well. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And we have our very first corner. Schneider plays it short. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Michel Platini. Can he finish? Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Hakimi and Dani Olmo looking for the run. It's a promising position.
Oh, really well played.
And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He is through here. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Kane. Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Kane. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lamina. Schneider. Not the most accurate pass. Hakimi. It's a pretty loose pass. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good spread. That has ended up in no man's land. Schlotterbeck cuts it out. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's Messi. Now it's Kane. Quality ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lemina wins the duel this time. And this is Kane. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. The referee's awarded a free kick. Pulls off a sensational save. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Israel have the chance to go the other way. Rummenigge. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, they couldn't quite catch up to that. And that is well cleared. Now it's Kane. And that has put paid to that. Looking to play him in. Israel have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Looking tight. Decent chance! Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Kane. Messi. That ball looks a good one. And here's Kane.
There will be 1 minute added
Nicely
time.
aimed pass. Now, can they get him away? Knocks it into space. It's Ibrahimovic! That's that, the end. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Iraq.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Ibrahimovic! It could only be him!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
After 2 minutes.
You could play for any team in any league, in any land in the world, and you would never strike a ball more purely than that.
Well, that was struck with a level up from venom. Power and control aren't easy to pair up, and that was an exception.
Iraq are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that was asking for too much. Well, that pass isn't the best. Not the most accurate pass. And he's worked it through. And it's made its way to him. Rummenigge! And that's a good finish. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And now he has two. A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Pass is just off target. What a start to the game we've had here. It's already looking like a one-sided contest. Kimmich. He's looking wide. Looking to play him in. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Israel have scored 2 quick goals here. Platini providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, shooting chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Check, gets it away. Kimmich. Quality ball. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Schneider. Hernandez. Great vision. And here's Mbappe. Didn't quite work for him. Marquez. Hazard. That's really well manoeuvred. Now, can they get him away? He can run onto that. Oh, that was vital. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Mudryk. Platini. Great ball if he can get there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe. Shot could be on. And it's played into the middle. It's a goal! Iraq may be down, but not out just yet. Short changes him with that pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's destined for the flank. Hakimi carries the ball down the right. Can he get it through? Yamal picks it up out wide. Hazard, a player who needs no introduction. That's been cut out, well played. That pass has been well intercepted. He's in plenty of space here. Yamal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he stop it going out? It's going to be another throw. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's found a way through. No, it's come to nothing. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Mbappe. Adeyemi. And here's Yamal. No, that's been intercepted. Aims beyond the defence. And it's Sneijder. Pass somewhat off target.
2 added minutes.
Now he's off and running. And he was quick to react. And it's half-time.
Israel are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Israel largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. Back on the way then.
Coming on the field is number 20.
Good effort from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Now it's Yamal. And he's had it nicked away. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Conte. And he's managed to gift it back. Just about within shooting range. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Shifted it to the flank. No luck with that dink over the top. Deftly away. But they've got it again. Threads one in. And now the breakaway. Israel different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Sneijder looking for options for movement. Ibrahimovic expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Israel clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly...
Can he finish? It's in! Back to within 1! Interesting! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Adeyemi. Mateus spots it and intercepts. That is ended up in no man's land. Israel are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. There's the header! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Hazard. Taken back almost at once. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's ambitious. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well measured. He's shifting through the gears here. The ball goes in. Shoots! And that's in. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Substitution for Israel, number 20.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
De Jong calmly anticipates. Yaya Toure is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's straight offside. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's picked his way through. And he can thump it away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good.
Shot a goal! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Iraq have their lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Israel are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gnabry, aimed at the far side, tries a shot!
Iraq nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Oh, Red, nice interception. Tries to thread one through. Not too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. The final seconds now. Now, who's going to be first to this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Ibrahimovic. Decent chance! It's fallen kindly here, and he's stuck it away. And right near the end, we have parity. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Number 14, Schneider.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we...
And time is up. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Red Bull Bragantino.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. It's an inviting looking ball, that. It's a pretty loose pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Howson spots it and intercepts. And it's Neymar. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta is... Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Substitution for Israel. Number
What
9.
a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Coming on the field is
And we have the first dead
number
ball
8,
situation of the game, promising
Xabi
one.
Alonso.
Doué. Ibrahimovic makes a dash for it. Ibrahimovic is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Over to the right flank. Now that looks a decent ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's a sharp pass. Played out to the left flank. And it's Batistuta.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pass somewhat off target. Howson is always looking to break lines. That's a shade optimistic. That pass has been well intercepted. Neymar. Great vision. Not the most accurate pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Raul. Well read, nice interception. And it's Doué. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So we have the first goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And this is Hazard. Shot a goal! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And a chance! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The goal scorer for
And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. Bragantino genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Crosses it in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That ball looks a good one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! About as smooth as it gets. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
The goal for Israel after 36
Well, no
minutes.
goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Olise. Oh, he's having a go! Fantastic from Olise! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the lead lasts no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Number 21.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Bragantino dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Israel have their second corner now. Schneider plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Added time.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chips it through. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Varane wins the duel this time. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's half-time. Israel are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
It's a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Gets his head on it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
It's good running with the ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's going wide left. Well, they can break here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Israel come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Swing. Ibrahimovic! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Out towards the flank. Hazard. Neymar. Elise. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! They've got to be quick to recover this. Knocks it into space. Xavi Alonso. That has ended up in no man's land. Neymar. And here's Batistuta. Mateus gets it clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Ibrahimovic. Israel perhaps contemplating their next change here. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before... Tries from a long way out.
Substitutions taking place.
Chance to deliver. And the shot! And one more try! Goal! Israel! And they're back in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Israel have their lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. He's had it taken off him. Caceres, Marquez promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Elise, that has not gone well. Marquez clears. Kupchu shifted it to the flank. Now it's Lewandowski. Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! And that's a good finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean,
he'll try from distance. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Yaya Toure! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
It's a pretty loose pass. Marquez calmly anticipates. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now the delivery. He's cut it out.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to...
Yaya Toure! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
substitution for Israel. Number 5.
Israel are
Hazard.
making a change now.
Number 14, Schneider. Number 2, Varane.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Number 20,
Oh, that might be the...
It's Ibrahimovic! That was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Ibrahimovic. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Kukçu. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Added time.
Can he get it through? Hazard. And he's made sure that's not getting through. We are into overtime. Well, there's a probing ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise! Olise! So close, but that is as good as it gets. What a game, a contest of ferocity. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training. And it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
Maldini spots it and intercepts. Now it's Owen, now it's Neymar. Always onto this, he's found a way through. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a pretty loose pass. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership.
He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Ibrahimovic receives it in a good position. Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's been taken short. And a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Chance for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now they can spring out of defence. Koundé, good purposeful running this. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get on the end of this? Owen, chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Tries to pass it through. That is a brilliant interception. Can he finish? Hazard conjures time and space where few can. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, no joy this time.
Israel really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
So their fourth corner of the game. Schneider plays it short. Goes for a shot! Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here. Hazard, a player who needs no introduction.
Barcelona really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That was a given. It always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Israel restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Neymar, and the through ball. Oh, that's a very shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And here's Neymar. It's Hazard! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And a chance! And again! Tries to get it clear. Israel are looking to go forward now. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, that's well seen too. Tries from a long way out. Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Owen. Great vision. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
He'll try from distance! Missed by a fraction. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Beckham. Now it's Owen. Stam gets a foot in here. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Now it's Owen. Pinches it off him. Cannavaro cuts it out. Saka promptly onto that, and that is that. He's picked his way through. Space for him to turn and look. Played into a header! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And this is Neymar. Nicely aimed pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that has not gone well. Hazard. And this is Owen. And he's managed to get free. Yaya Toure. Not the most accurate pass. Koundé.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, super ball. Good take, and is... Can he finish? And he hits the net! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that means just one thing. Match ball. And he shoots! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Cross flung in towards the middle. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Neymar. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona have their second corner now. And now a sudden shot, and the volley. Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Gets a good foot in there. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Owen. And here's Owen. And it's Azar. Another pass just keeps it to Owen! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Stam makes a move down the right. He's through here. That has been cut short.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Neymar. And here's Owen. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Hazard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
5 minutes left on the clock. Platini quietly revving up. Oh, he's bustling through here. Rummenigge. Now can he find a big chance? And it's in. And right near the end, we have parity. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10.
So changes of foot here, and from both sides. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank.
And the shot! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Shot a goal! It's a goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And the shot! Now, oh, it's fallen loose again! In he goes again! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge-of-your-seat encounter, and importantly, it offered the right result.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions, attacking-wise, can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Played towards the other side. Schneider gives it back. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he's quick to return it. It's Bellingham. Great defending, strong and determined. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Long ball looking to counter. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the pace.
It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Israel! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
The goal scorer for Israel after 12 minutes is number 21, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this
Hello,
one
everybody,
and they're
and
going up.
welcome to today's
Incentives
match.
do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one.
Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Israel must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's delightful. Messi. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Aimed beyond the defence. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Bellingham. Foot in. Tries to play it through. That has not gone well. Costa Curta. And smartly reclaimed. Bellingham did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Good running, strong and purposeful. Palmer! It's bounced back off the post, and again!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And it's come back out to him. And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Israel are looking to go forward now. Rummenigge, he's shifting through the gears here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Oh, that was vital. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, this is a great position. Shot, surely! Platini. No, no way through. And this is Messi. And this is had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
It's a pretty loose pass. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Platini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's in plenty of space here. And he was alert to it. That's going to go a long way. Can they get him away? Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cleared away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. He's picked his way through. Now then, the ball's come loose. We have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It's Ibrahimovic! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe! Very nicely done. Shot a goal! Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking to play him in. Big chance! Goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Barcelona have broken through it. And the referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Israel come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's following up! In he goes again! And he's stuck it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that...
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, I think he's quickly realised how stupid he was for doing that.
Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned. Mateus. This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. Good read, needed to be. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And that was very necessary. And it's Yaya Toure. Look at the space here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He is through here. Schneider. Nicely weighted ball. Rummenigge. He's found a way through. There's the shot! We've got a goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
He'll try from distance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Could move up a gear here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Great vision. Oh, super find. He's onside. Can he finish? Well taken goal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter.
Bebeto! Oh, what has happened here? Palmer takes a shot! Looking for the run, and the pass is intercepted. Bellingham, Messi. Yaya Toure, oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Messi, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. And the keeper's... he's going for goal! Of course! A horrible blip, a moment they could well have done without.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Israel cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Bellingham. Just a quarter of an hour to play, and that could set him on his way. Stam calmly anticipates.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
So, third corner of the game. Schneider goes short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Can he get it through? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's having a shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Mbappe really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Israel can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, the manager was saying he'll be facing the prospect of having to make some brave decisions around this time. How right he proved to be.
He's only too happy to take that back. Nicely shaped ball. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And it's played into the middle. And he's cleared it back out. Palmer. It's Kimmich. Bellingham. And that pass isn't the best.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Kimmich. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Might be danger here. Yaya Toure. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Quality ball. And he's picked out the run. Costa Curta. Costa Curta getting this one clear. Looking for options for movement. And that'll be the end of that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game takes a shot! Takes aim and crosses. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rummenigge is onto this. He's in plenty of space here. And a header! And it's come back out to him. They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Now that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Over to the other side. Zaire Emery. And it's Messi. Varane charging forward down that flank. He's picked his way through. He's on it. Can he get away? Messi. Shot a goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
Çalhanoğlu pressing high and with purpose. And it's Messi.
Oh, really well played.
He's had it taken off him. Rummenigge. Nicely spread. Back where it came from. That is good alertness. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's Dembele. He's having a hit! Zaire Emery. Barcelona are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Çalhanoğlu, while facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's gone for goal. Again, a brilliant save. Guardiola. Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Çalhanoğlu. Dani Olmo. Short changes him with that pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Oh, that's ambitious. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And it's Dembele. Rummenigge. Schneider. It's Ibrahimovic!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then.
Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the shot! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Israel are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Dembele. Schneider. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a key interception. Dani Olmo. Well, that has not gone well. And he's let fly. Gave it a go, but off target.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
And they've got rid. Çalhanoğlu. He is through here. Israel looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, no joy this time. Mateus getting this one clear.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
This looks promising. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now, he's got space here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Al-Kubasi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Haaland. Rummenigge looking understandably energised after his goal. Zaire Emery. Posh. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that's well seen too. And he welcomes it in. Haaland. Caught offside that time. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Stam. And the referee has blown for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Israel looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Now it's McAllister.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
That was travelling. Just eases him off the ball. Dani Olmo. No, he's not getting his way this time.
That's going in strongly.
Messi. Can he get it through? That is a great pick out. And this is Dembele. And the shot! And yes, it's there! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. That was easy, almost too easy.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And it's Yaya Toure. Stam. Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Posh. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mateus, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's having a shot! And no mistake. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Chance for a shot, and again. Goal, Israel! And they're back in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played.
Great vision.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pinches it off him. And he cuts out the supply. Vardiol. Rummenigge. Vardiol. Zaire Emery. Haaland. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Haaland. He might be in here. Haaland! Hazard. And it's Messi. Looking for the run.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add, ambitious. and adventurous too. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Zaire Emery providing an outlet on that flank. Terrific effort! And that's a sharp finish. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Substitution for Israel, number 7.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Platini.
Stam is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Schneider.
Good ball, good take.
Number 20,
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Number 13, Del Piero.
Yellow or
Number
red?
10,
It is red.
Number 6.
Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal scorer. Çalhanoğlu!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now they can spring out of defence.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
He's got away. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Del Piero plays it short. Mbappe! Oh, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Çalhanoğlu. Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Zaire Emery. And that's a throw-in. Can he get it through? It's Dembele! And that's it! They will have to shake on that. Magic. What a magical football match. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. He's having a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Schneider. Pele.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Looking for a runner. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Yamal. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Now it's Hazard. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Good chance here! And the ball, and there's the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cannavaro. And it's Ibrahimovic. Spread it left. Hazard. Hazard! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. It's not an especially good pass, that. So it is still 0-0. Succumbs to the pressure. Rummenigge. Ibrahimovic gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Takes the shot! Arsenal are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Serginho wins the duel this time. And it's Messi. He's had it taken off him. Hazard. That's been intercepted. Vardiol. Foyt. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. He is through here! Schneider. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Messi. And this is Dembele. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Schneider. And that's a throw-in. Messi. It's Pele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And here's Ibrahimovic. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. Albertini. Mateus. That's a good ball out wide. Schneider.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's got away. Mateus was in no mood for any of that. Pele. Not the most accurate pass. Foyt. And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Israel can be pretty happy with their production line, but they still need some lubrication in one or two places to create a flow.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we are back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through. Albertini. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he cuts out the supply. Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That has been cut short. Serginho. That's going wide left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind...
There's the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Cannavaro. That's a good foray he's making. Now it's Pele. That has been slung wide. Oh, important interception. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Oh, that's a key interception. Almost an hour gone. Knocks it out wide. Takes a shot. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Israel with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Pele! Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Balde. Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Good play, though. I love the way he was able to time his run like that. It's great skill to get it through one-on-one.
Vardiol. Foyt. Dani Olmo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Space for him to turn and look. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And they're quick to get it back. That's destined for the flank. Schneider. Schneider ventures forward. And he's managed to get free. Schneider. And the ball is out of play. And they've got rid. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Number 14, Hazard. Substitution in progress.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. In with the challenge. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Balde. And Guardiol. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Israel clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for...
Tries from distance. And that was nowhere near his best.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Serginho. Hazard. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Serginho. Now that looks a decent ball. This looks promising. Always goal side. Shapes to shoot! Oh, wow! That's crazy! A breakthrough! So late in the day! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 18, Gerd Müller.
Arsenal are making a change now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this.
And a chance! Well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can...
Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Great chance! Off the post! Donnarumma can clear it away.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
They've played it short. Mbappe is onto this. Goes for a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
He's in a great position. There's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today.